wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great.
Welcome to the Orange Rush,
Cause my boss said
my
I
high
should get 'em
report.
not even that pay.
We about to get into something major here, y'all.
Feel alive and there's
I ain't
nothing
been
I
dropping
can't
nothing in a
do.
little bit,
Hold my
so
beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my
let's
job,
let's
cash
let's
in,
get
roll a
into it.
ticket. I'm going all
Marvin
in,
Mims
I'm
Jr.
going
is
all in.
currently the odd man out in terms of pure offensive production, though neither player is expected to be cut from the final roster following Denver's blockbuster offseason trade for star receiver Jalen Waddle. The depth chart is highly crowded behind Waddle and Cortland Sutton, while Mims has secured a role as an all-pro return specialist. Trey Franklin broke out as quarterback. Bo Nix's clear number two target, making Mims the receiver fighting for the hardest to earn offensive snap. Here's the four-segment breakdown comparing their career statistics, roles, and future team value as of right now, June 2026, heading into training camp. During the 2025 NFL season, Troy Franklin completely outpaced Marvin Mims in the passing game, rekindling his college chemistry with quarterback Bo Nix. Franklin became a focal point of the offense while Mims saw his target drops. 2025 regular season stats. Troy Franklin, 104 targets. Marvin Mims Jr., 51 receptions. Troy Franklin, 65. Marvin Mims Jr., 37. Receiving yards. Troy Franklin, 709. Marvin Mims Jr., 322. Receiving touchdowns. Troy Franklin, 6. Marvin Mims Jr., 1. Yards per catch, 10.9. Marvin Mims Jr., 8.7. Though Franklin outpaced the most recent season, Mims has been in the league 1 year longer, drafted in 2023 versus Franklin 2024. Looking at their overall total career totals, Mims has a greater, bigger play efficiency over time, whereas Troy Franklin holds a higher ceiling. Career reception, Troy Franklin, 93. Marvin Mims Jr., year 3, 98. Career receiving yards, Troy Franklin, year 2, 972. Marvin Mims, year 3, 1,202. Troy Franklin, career receiving touchdowns, 8. Marvin Mims Jr., 8. Career yards per catch, Troy Franklin, 10.1. Marvin Mims Jr., 12.3. Special teams versatility and all-pro versatility. This is where, as the roster flips, Marvin Mims is not in danger of being cut because he is one of the premier special teams weapons in the NFL. Troy Franklin plays exclusively on offense. Marvin Mims Jr., a multi-time Pro Bowler and Pro Returner in 2023-2024, he led the NFL in punt return yards in 2025 and has accumulated nearly 2,500 combined career return yards with 2 return touchdowns. Troy Franklin, primarily utilized as a pure Z receiving deep threat on offense, offering vertically zero production or history in the return game. Roster outlook: who is the safest? While trade rumors have floated for both due to the crowded room, their contract situations and roster security point to different futures. Troy Franklin is a safer offensive bet under contract through 2027. His cheap rookie deal and heavy target volume make him the front runner for Denver's wide receiver 3 role behind Sutton and Waddle. Mims is entering a pivotal crossroad. Mims is entering the final year of his rookie contract and recently hired a new agent. While his roster spot is locked down for 2026 as a returner and gadget player, his lack of steady offensive targets make him the long-term man out in Sean Payton's passing hierarchy. Pat Bryant put together an ascending rookie campaign for the Denver Broncos during the 2025 season, drafted in the 3rd round, 74th overall, out of Illinois. The 6'2", 204-pound possession receiver overcame a slow, block-heavy start to become a crucial piece of Sean Payton's offense by winter. Here's a 4-segment breakdown of Pat Bryant's rookie year statistics, efficiency, measures, standing in the Broncos' crowded wide receiver room. Bryant primarily operated as the team's wide receiver 3 or wide receiver 4, seeing an average of roughly 30 snaps per game. While his year in volume was modest, he became an increasingly heavy targeted threat down the stretch. Games played: 15 targets, 49 receptions, 31 receiving yards, 378 receiving touchdowns, 1 longest reception, 48 yards. Efficiency and advanced metrics. While Bryant lacked in raw totals, he made up for in high leverage efficiency. He excelled against zone coverage and established himself as one of the most reliable set of hands on the roster. Yards per catch, 12.2, giving him the second highest yards per catch average among Denver's rookies. First down machine. 22 of his 31 catches, 71%, resulted in a fresh set of downs, validating his status as a trusted possession threat on third down. Contested catches maintained a 50% contested catch rate, using his firm to shield off defensive backs. Yards after the catch, generated 152 yards after the catch, proving dangerous in the open field. The midseason surge. Bryant's season was a tale of two halves. Early on, his targets were limited as the coaching staff focused heavily on using him as a perimeter blocker. Head coach Sean Payton intentionally unleashed him in November. First 8 games, just 4 receptions for 40 yards on 6 targets. Final 7 games, exploded for 27 receptions for 338 yards, 1 TD. This stretch included a season-high 5-catch, 82-yard performance against the rival Kansas City Chiefs in Week 11. Playoff context and injury obstacles. Bryant was heavily integrated in Payton's postseason game plan, but ultimately hindered by injuries, concussion worries. Bryant suffered a scary concussion in Week 16 against Jacksonville and entered the protocol again after catching 3 quick passes on the opening drive of Denver's divisional playoff run over the Buffalo Bills. The postseason finale, he cleared the protocol to play in the AFC Championship game against the New England Patriots, but suffered a game-ending hamstring injury on his very first target. He spent the 2026 offseason in Denver rehabilitating to make his body bulletproof for his sophomore season. Go Broncos.